Welcome back. Time to talk Bulldog hockey here on Ferro Sports Update. And with us, head coach Bob Daniels. And coach, welcome back to the show.
Rob, good to be here.
Highly competitive weekend of hockey this past weekend. A pair of one-goal games against Bowling Green as you open a four-game series against the Falcons, and two more coming up here at home this weekend.
Well, Rob, I feel like a broken record, but we really played well both nights. And, Bowling Green came in, I think, number 2 in the conference, number 8 in the country. Very good hockey team, and we played them to a virtual standstill both nights. And like last year when we had such a good year, we couldn't lose. It's like it's just like no matter what, even on nights we didn't play well, we won. And this team right now, it's like we can't get out of our own way come crunch time. And it's just a process of learning to win. And I really. Hats off to the guys for a really good weekend of hockey, and hats off to them. We had a lot of guys playing hurt, banged up, and we had a little flu bug that ran through our team. And I just disappointed that we weren't rewarded for really a great effort on both nights.
As we go to the highlights of Friday's game, both nights, you got off with the first goal of the night and got off to a good start in both games.
Yeah, we did, and this first one that we end up scoring here on night one on Friday is a power play goal, and it's it was a welcome thing to get the power play goal. It's interesting. This game finished 2-1. Shots on net were about 20-20, I think, for both teams, and yet there was a lot of action. And you would think, must have been a defensive struggle, but realistically, both teams played extremely aggressively, and it was just surprising that the shots were that low and scoring or the goals were that low. But I think that's a testament to how hard both teams played defensively as well as offensively.
You get that goal from Gerald Mayhew, take a 1-0 lead after the first period, and then in the second period we'll see the Falcons able to answer to tie it back up.
Yeah, and on the goal we did score in the power play. It was a great play by Gerald Mayhew, but it was a very nice feed from Kyle Schemp. That was his 5th point in 5 games, 4 goals, 1 assist. And he was playing with a partially separated shoulder that he separated one of his first shifts that period. And so it just, it shows you what the guys are going through. He wasn't able to play the next night, Saturday night, due to that shoulder injury. But even there, you're seeing Zach Duer. He laid out and did a great job blocking. Here's their first goal, and that's really kind of an odd goal. It was just, a tough situation and a bounce that we would have liked to have had.
Penalty kill here for the Bulldogs in the contest, perfect on the weekend.
Yeah, penalty kill was perfect. Scored 1 power play goal. The save you just saw C.J. make was probably the best save of the game. Maybe the best save of the weekend for both teams. And then here, this is getting late when I don't know if we quite pulled the goalie yet, but we put a lot of pressure on them late in the game and just couldn't come away with the tying goal.
2-1 the final. You come back though on Saturday night, and not a lot of turnaround time again in college hockey, but certainly your guys ready to play again the following night, and as you mentioned, minus Kyle Schemp.
Yeah, that was a tough one, and it just seems to be kind of the way things are going. Sometimes when it rains, obviously it pours, and just the injury situation as we get one guy back into the lineup, another guy goes out, and it's usually the guy with the hot hand. Like I said, Kyle Schemp's been a real a shining light for us offensively the last 5-6 games, and to see that he'd go down with a really it shouldn't keep him on the lineup long. That's the good news. But just even miss him for that night was pretty painful. And he was cleared to play. Like if we needed to press him into service, we could. But it was just a thing there. He's such an important part. We decided to hold him out.
Certainly, without him, you get some other guys that try to step up and make some plays, and we'll see Tyler Durantes with his first goal here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was great. It's great to see. And he hurt his shoulder after he scored running into the wall, but it was really good to see him get his first career goal, and he's come a long way. He went from not playing in the first half of the year to playing almost every game in the second half, and he's really, really improved dramatically as the year's gone on. Now, this will be our second goal. We'll take a 2-1 lead, and this is his brother Drew Durantes, and they're both freshmen, and to get both freshman Durantes boys on the scoreboard, I was thinking to myself, well, we're going to win this game. We got 2 contributions from freshmen, and this is going to be one that it's going to break the jinx. But again, we go into the third period. We have a 2-1 lead. They score that goal. Now this is the game winner, and we do have a little bit of a defensive lapse. and pretty disappointing that we weren't able to come away. And again, this night we pulled the goalie. We have lots of territorial type play, but weren't able to get the equalizer.
Kind of a scheduling quirk here in the WCHA this season. Not only do you play the Falcons this past weekend in Ohio, but now you come back home. First home action in a month, but you get to face Bowling Green again.
Yeah, you know what? I want to hear you say that again. First home action in a month. It's going to be great to be back home. And realistically, even last weekend was kind of nice. It's one of our shorter trips. It was just a little over 4 hours down to Bowling Green and back. So the good part about the schedule right now, one, we're being really tested by a very good Bowling Green team. We competed very well against them. The other thing, though, is we had a short trip there. We're home this weekend, and it gives us a chance to really get our legs underneath us and get some rest. But I'm very impressed with Bowling Green's team. They have a great team. They're well coached. And then because of that, though, I really did like the way we played. Now it's just a matter of learning how to win.
How big of a factor will it be taking on the Falcons again here for the second week in a row, but doing so at home in front of the home fans?
Well, that'll help. There's no question, and it'll give us a lift. Now, it was one of the reasons I was impressed with the way we played. Is Bowling Green really had a good crowd, especially on Saturday night. Energetic crowd, loud, and it was a good environment for us to be put into. Certainly going to be a lot better being home, in front of our crowd. And usually it's good for about a goal a game, and we're hoping the fans come out and give us that lift that we're really looking for.
About a month left here in the regular season or so, and a lot of movement can happen here over this final month in terms of the conference standings.
Well, we're sitting still, even though we've struggled as of late. We're sitting in a position where we can finish in the top 4. We can garner home ice for the playoffs. Certainly, if we finish, each spot in the standings gives you a little easier route to our conference championship. So we've got a lot to play for. I'm excited that we're trending the correct way right now. We're playing better. And now, as I said, it's a matter of converting close into good enough. And if we get there, then we can be heard from in the playoffs.
How much changes from one weekend to the next facing the same team again here for the second weekend in a row?
Wow, good question. Because the Friday to Saturday, it's hard to change a lot. I don't know that we're going to change a ton. Well, I don't know that they will either, because both games were tight. They were close. I don't think either team's going to totally retool. Some of it us will be dictated on our injury situation and what we can do. There'll be some minor tweaks, but I don't think you'll see wholesale type changes from either team. I think you're just going to see more of the same, which is really good hockey.
Well, Coach, best of luck to the Bulldogs this weekend as you return home to the Eberglaven Ice Arena, and looking forward to the home action.
I am too with Rob, and it's going to be great to be back right in front of our home crowd.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.